everybody? Hopefully you guys are all having a great day. It's March 1st, 2021. It's the beginning of March Madness, as I like to call it. The 5 years I've been around in the stock market, March is always, since I've been around, a crazy month to be a trader. To kick things off, we've seen a great bounce in GameStop. KOSS getting a surge from 17 up to over 20. APEN getting a squeeze from 550 to 725. The big one today is MORF running from $35 and it hit a high of $90 now today. Epic squeeze on this thing. Epic. I mean, just look at this right here. Just pulling back, consolidating, and then from 70 just surges all the way up to $86. Just insane. A $16 move like that, imagine holding a few thousand shares. I mean, that's gonna easily make your whole year right there. Insane opportunity out here today, guys. I'm starting off on the right foot. I'm up just over 8K on the day, or almost 8K right there. P&L for the day, almost 8,000. Always want to try to start off the week or a new month green. It's good for the mentality, the psychological aspect. If you start Monday off on the right foot, even if you don't trade, you make no trades, you just patiently wait. The first day of the week pretty much dictates your whole week. So if you start off green on a Monday, you got a cushion underneath of you for the rest of the week to work off of. That builds up confidence, and from there you could start scaling up, and then by the time Friday comes, you're up really good in profit for the week. You don't have to take it hardcore. You could just chill back and relax, because you did all of your work. This is why Fridays are one of the hardest days to trade, because of that reason. So what did you guys trade today? I do have the chats live. I always got to remember to pull that up. But what I want to talk about today, guys, is sticking with the process. You're going to come across days, weeks where you're not performing well. You're going to feel like giving up, quitting. You're just going to seem like every single trade that you take is just going against you. It's you against the market makers. Every single trade you take, it's a loser. It's a loser. You feel like you specifically are getting targeted and you're just losing and losing. It's not that case. You gotta take a step back, take some time off from the market, reset yourself. You're burnt out, you're just stressing too much. If you came into this, and let's just say you have credit card debt, you have a mortgage, you have no money saved, you have to make profit to live off of that profit. You see the stress that you're putting on your shoulders? This is why I always say, if you want to do this full time, get a good bankroll going. Pay off all your debt. Get a nice stack of cash going. Get enough stack of cash to where you could sit comfortably for at least 1 year, 2 years even, because you may run into some ruts down the road. You'll start forcing trades. You'll start seeing garbage setups. And before you know it, you blow your account up. It just sucks. It really does. So having the right mindset, guys, is very, very important. You have to think of yourself as an athlete in this game, showing up every single day mentally and physically prepared for the day, because all it takes is for one bad thought and it's like a domino effect, and you're rolling down that hill. You're revenge trading, You're trying to get back what you had. You get greedy. You don't lock in your profits when you have them. And then when the stock starts going down, now you have regret. Why didn't I lock that in when I had it? I've been there. I still do it from time to time. You know, I'll have a trade. I make $5,000. I didn't lock it in. Didn't lock in nothing. Got greedy. Gave it all back and then some. And then it turned into a red trade. It could really mess with your mind, guys. It really can. So a couple of you guys commented when I was out doing my walk to get a Wi-Fi range extender. I ordered that over the weekend. It's in the mail. Came in. I hooked it up. So today we're going to go for a walk around the block, test it out, and see if it works. So let's see what somebody said here. Wow, you hit it in the nail. That's exactly how I felt, like stocks just waiting for me to take that loss to run up. Just let it play. It worked out. Yup. Market makers, they know this game, guys. This is what they do for a living. They run the stock up to get everybody emotional, and then they rip it down. And then they chase after it. Because these market makers, they get paid per transaction. So let's say they get a penny every single trade that takes place. You have a stock like MORF or even APEN, for an example. APEN on the day has 18 million in volume. So 18 million times 0.01, that's how much the market maker's making. So let's see, we'll pull up the calculator. 18 million times 0.01. That's 180,000. Look at that. 180,000. I don't know if they're exactly making that, but they get paid per transaction, guys. So they're going to do as much as they can, buy and sell, to get their transactions and their cost up. Because remember, these market makers, they're going in debt to take these shares for supply and demand to come into it. You really have to know the inner workings to understand this game. You get what I'm saying? So the market maker digs into his own pocket, buys these shares, and then when volume starts coming into it, he determines, okay, is there enough demand here for me to buy more shares for these guys to rotate it? Because remember, he's the auctioneer. He's the one running the market. He's the one running the auction. All this is an auction with stocks. Buy, sell. You need somebody to sell, to buy those shares. You want to buy shares, you need somebody to sell you those shares. You want to sell your shares, you need somebody to sell those shares to. And that market maker meets us together. He links us, and we pay the fee for his services. That's how they get paid. So understanding how these guys work. This is why a lot of times you'll see setups, they'll rip it down, take everybody's stop loss out, and then rip it right back up. And then half of those people that got stopped out, they'll chase after that stock, and then they're just filling that market maker's pockets with just free money. There's a good podcast that you guys should watch. It's called Confessions of a Market Maker. And their logo is like two praying hands together, but it's like RJ, he sits down with the former market maker in the stock market. He was a market maker for over 20 years, I want to say, but you get a lot of good wisdom and knowledge from just listening to that podcast and what he has to say. You guys should be educating yourself every single day, every day. if you're not studying, getting that grind in, working on yourself, growing, you're doing something wrong. You can't just show up and expect to make money. So Caribou says, if you have a margin account and you're over PDT, can you make as many trades as you want? Let's say with a $400,000 account, or until the cash is finished. Well, with every broker, it's different. See, with TD Ameritrade, if you're over PDT with $25,000, $30,000, you can trade as much as you want as long as you keep that account over $25,000. But with Charles Schwab, they're different. They don't work like that. Charles Schwab treats your account like a cash account. So you can only trade with the funds that you have in that account. You have to check to see if your funds are settled. I've said it multiple times, and in all of my Charles Schwab videos, they are not day trading friendly, especially with large cap or small cap stocks. They have a margin list, and if that small cap stock, Charles Schwab, they don't give no margin, you're putting up your own money to trade that. Now that you've done that, you have to wait for those funds to settle because they're not giving you margin on that. So Charles Schwab is garbage for day trading small cap stocks, guys. You guys don't know how many emails and messages I get about that question all the time. I just got off the phone Friday with Charles Schwab, preaching to them they have to make a video and educate their clients on this, because I know they're getting overwhelmed with that question. It's just insane. So MORF right here, I'd be cautious, guys. It's looking like it's trying to squeeze up over 90, but I think a death candle is going to come in on it back down to 75. It's a trap. Run. It may very well squeeze up, but the risk ain't worth it. But this morning, guys, there was a lot going on this morning. We had a couple stocks gapping up. I think the number one stock gapping up was like CLSN. And I looked into the filings real quick. What stock was it that was gapping up this morning? ASLN. ASLN was gapping up this morning, guys, and you guys, a lot of people were talking about it. So I looked it up on Flash SEC, and they had over probably $180 million in active warrants that they could dump. And look what happened to the stock. Completely straight down. They diluted that stock so hardcore. So hardcore. So I warned everybody in chat, be cautious of ASLN. I'm not trading it because they had over, I posted it in chat here. ASLN, they had 29, almost 30 million shares remaining on their shelf. And then they had at the market offerings, 3 different types, 7.5 million and 50 million. So you have all of these at the market warrants, offerings, shelf registrations, $30 million worth. $30 million worth, guys, that they could just dump at any moment. If you guys ain't part of the chat, you guys are missing out. Every single day I pull up on Flash SEC what to look out for. Somebody asked, why don't I live in a mansion? That's a waste of money, man. I'm perfectly fine. It's just me and my girlfriend, that's it. I'd rather travel around and just enjoy my money instead of just blow it on big empty houses, you know? So I got my TP link. We're gonna go for a walk around the block, see if this connection holds up, guys. Wait for somebody, they're walking into their apartment. Looks like MORF, it's trying to push up over that 90 bucks. I'm not even gonna chase after it. Nope. It's not even worth it. All right, so let's go try this out, guys. We'll go check the mail. It's not too bad out. It's gonna be a little bit cold today, and then it's supposed to warm up here within the next couple days. How you doing? I'm good. So what'd you guys trade today? It was some good opportunity if you were patient and you waited for it. We were in chat waiting for GameStop to hold up at that $100. Off of that 100, it pushed up to 110. That was a key area for it. And then right going until about 11, that 10-minute on GameStop just set up so nice. Nice rounding bottom. You had your moving averages moving together. So when GameStop started pushing, just had a beautiful run. A couple of the other guys were calling out in chat. Dub traded Rocket RKT this morning. Beautiful rip, pullback, and continuation. All the first 2 hours of the day. Nice play on that. What else did we have today, guys? APEN, I want to say took off. And then, what was that other one? Drawing blanks with all these stocks now. It popped up and then it fell off. A lot of squeezes today. I will say that. They popped, had a morning fail, started to fade off. Shorts just got overconfident and they got squeezed. The market, even the S&P 500, is having a good bounce back today. So we'll see what sets up here. Power hour. The last few weeks we've been having some good runners at the end of the day. How you doing?
All right, how about yourself?
I'm good.
Come on.
Yeah, guys, don't get discouraged if you fall into a rut in your trading career. It's all about going through the motions. I've been there. I've done it. You just gotta buckle down, keep studying, show up every day, and trust in the process. Trust in the process, guys. I'm not kidding you guys. I lost and got discouraged. I lost money consistently for 2.5 years straight before things turned around and things started clicking. This market we're in right now, this market's super easy right now. Super easy. Everything just keeps going up. Everything. And it's a great time to be learning this right now. Take pictures of those charts, save them, study them, break them down. And then when they happen again, you'll be prepared for it. What was it that made it click for me? It was just showing up every day, to be honest. What I did, I just studied absorbed as much information as I could, and it was scattered everywhere. Learning how shorts think, how longs think, chart patterns, candlesticks, flow, short squeeze, SSR, market cycles, time of the day, and then just showing up every day, putting that screen time in, and actually seeing how these stocks like to move in different market environments. It was just a light bulb went off, and I just started running with it and never looked back. And then from there, I started working on my size, getting more confident in myself, testing out. Maybe I'll try trading 1,000 shares, see how I do. Battle with that. Then once I started gaining consistency with 1,000 shares, I'd move up to 1,500 or 2,000 shares. I'd struggle with that, go back down to 1,000 shares. You gotta take it in leveling stages. Nobody said that this was easy or everybody would be doing it. You're gonna battle a lot with yourself. You really are. You're gonna go through the emotions. Caribou said, you mentioned how Dekmar played a role. Yeah, I learned from multiple people. I didn't just learn from one specific person. I learned from Timothy Sykes. I learned from Dekmar Trades. I learned from Investors Underground. I learned from Bao and Alex before they even started MIC, My Investment Club. Then they started that up. They teamed up and they started doing that. I learned from SMB Capital. Who else did I learn from? Learned from a lot of people, guys, because I wanted to see. Everybody views the market differently. So if you sit down and actually just observe how these guys perceive the market, you'll take away something from every single one of them. It's pretty cold out here. I'm starting to feel it now. I'm gonna start walking back up. It's like 30 degrees here right now. But just learn from multiple people. But I will say, be careful who you guys learn from, because there's a lot of people out there, especially right now. A lot of people are making just stupid money because trading's easy right now, guys. Anybody can make money. Remember that. Anybody can be a trader because all it takes is a click of a button. That's it. Right now it's like 25 degrees out. But after today, it should warm back up. I just shared see, over the weekend, guys, I'll get on YouTube and I'll type in day trading, day traders, day trading live stream to see who's out there, who's up and coming. You know, we see Rossi from Warrior Trading. He's still one of the top guys out there. But then there's a lot of these like no-name people coming up. And if you just actually sit and watch how they trade, they have no idea what they're doing. I shared one guy's chart in chat. This guy was literally, he was over PDT rule trading with TD Ameritrade. He was buying 500 share lots. He would market buy in. The stock would move up 4 pennies and he'd sell it. He would trade like 50,000 shares doing that back and forth to make $300. That's not trading. It's working for him. It may be working for him right now, but all he's doing is making it harder on himself. He's emotionally stressing himself out by doing that. If you just pay attention to the big picture, quantity, I tell you guys all the time, it's not how much you trade, it's what you trade. If you just focus on quality setups and quality stocks, that's where you'll get your big paydays. There's over like 8,000 stocks in the stock market. So you got to be very selective about what you trade, because there's a lot of I'm trying, Caribou, my whole life. Thanks for with me and join. How is the quality of this now that I got that Wi-Fi extender? Did it work out? Hopefully it works. I paid like $150 for that thing. Keep an eye out. I will never ask you guys about Bitcoin, for Bitcoin, if you trade Bitcoin. I will never ask you guys for cash, and I will never offer to trade your guys' money or portfolio. Today in the Discord chat, we got a scammer that was posing as me and messaging other members about Bitcoin. So if it sounds sketchy, stay far away. All right, guys? I tried to my best to alert everybody about it, but in the Discord chat, by your username, you're gonna have a little number. That's your Discord tag. They can't duplicate that. They can duplicate your name. They need to look more into this. But I'm Mr.Wolf, TradingLearning101, and my number tag there is 4871. If you guys see anything that's different, stay far away from it. Here was the guy this morning. Let's see. That's my tag right there. The guy this morning, I don't know if you guys could see that, but this guy was sending people, do you have Bitcoin? And asking members if they have Bitcoin. That's not me. So stay away from that guy. All right, guys? And I believe he had a different, his tag number was like 7791 or something. I can't remember. Go into the Trader's Lounge here. Yeah, his was 9713. Right there. I took a screenshot of it today. So you see TradingLearning101 9713. That's the spammer right there who hacked into the Discord. And then this is me right here. I'll always have head trader as my role. You see how this guy's unverified. All right, guys, be safe out there. If you guys ain't a part of the Discord community, should be a link down below. Join up. We killed it today in the Monday chat. Happy Monday. And it's March Madness, guys. Get ready. This market is still on fire, and things are about to get crazy. All right, guys. Like I always say, have that patience, have that discipline, and study. Peace.